What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 random map, well, not random map, but random, well, kind of random map, but not fully random map, with the random civs AI only battle. Hope you enjoyed episode 1. I hope you've all made your choices. I'm sure they're good. I don't know yet. I'm recording episode 2 straight after episode 1, but from the next episode I will be doing it day by day. So I will be able to see all the comments, respond to them as they come in. But yeah, I wish everyone the best of luck, I guess. I hope your Civ doesn't die this game. It's going to be a nervy episode, of course, for Poland, as I've picked them. So they've got the jinx hanging over their head. But here we go, big war on this continent again. Mongolia versus the Ottomans. And Mongolia's teaming up with India. India will not probably contribute anything to this war by the look of it. But the Mongols certainly could potentially grab Konya down here, which would be good. Indonesia also joins this. Again, not going to probably add too much. Germany then declares war on Japan, which is one we sort of saw coming towards the end of the last episode, and it just hadn't begun. And Rome completes the pyramids. A lot going on in this small area of the map at the moment. Rome grabs the pyramids, which will give them that faster build time on their tiles with the workers, and it gives them 2 free workers as well. So we'll probably see Rome making the most out of their territory. You know, a lot of improved tiles for sure for the Rome. Probably be one of the first to connect all their cities by road. Byzantium found Sikhism in Constantinople, and they are already at war with the Zulu. I did not know that had started, but there you go, it has. And the Mayans are the first civ eliminated. So a strong start for the Huns, who now have 8 cities. Wait, 9 cities. Jeez. Very strong start for Attila, who will probably set his sights on Ethiopia now. And Poland does add the city of Gdansk to their collection. But yeah, the Huns looking very powerful on the east end of this continent. The Zulu did add another city. I don't think this was there the whole time. We'll see if they are able. Oh, they're splitting their forces. That's always bold. Luckily, this city's not got much defending it, so they might get away with it. We'll see. Oof, now they're focusing on this one. They should grab Nisaya here pretty comfortably, and then whether those 2 archers and the boats can defend Constantinople, it will be pretty big. Indonesia grabs the Colossus, so they will get that free cargo ship up and running nice and early. And the Inca add the Great Wall, which means they're going to be, well, for one, I think that's their 4th wonder, plus extra defensive this game. And Germany captures Tokyo, which is quite far away from the rest of Germany, but they do have another settler going down in a second. Bursa here could fall to Mongolia, and that does leave Japan with just Kyoto, so not a great start for Japan in this one, I'm afraid. And here we go, Mongolia very close to grabbing this city, but the Ottomans do probably have enough to keep it in the long run. Japan does grab the Great Lighthouse. It's not going to change their game, but it obviously does make Kyoto a little bit more of a more attractive prospect to other civs. So maybe the wrong idea when you've got 1 city left to be building wonders. Just makes Kyoto that little bit nicer, especially for a naval empire maybe like the Ottomans. We'll see. Bursa is hanging on. How is Constantinople doing? Constantinople's fine. I think they might. Yeah, it looks like they just upgraded to composite bowmen, which gave them a tech advantage just in time. So good move there from Byzantium. Probably saved themselves just as it was getting a little nervy. And here we go then. Turn 100. Info addicts check. I'm sure we'll be able to use the graphs a bit later on when we're down on civs. But here you go then. Population leading the way. We have the Inca, then Korea, Rome, Babylon, the Ottomans, Huns, Byzantium, Zulu, Germany and India. We will just do the top 10. Crop yield, the Huns lead the way ahead of the Ottomans, then Rome, the Zulu, Germany, Korea, Poland, Mongolia, India and the Inca. Production, the Huns lead the way ahead of Rome, then the Zulu, the Inca, Germany, the Ottomans, Poland, Ethiopia, Mongolia and India. Biggest economy, again it's just about the Huns over Poland, then the Inca, Rome, the Zulu, Germany, the Aztecs, Ottomans, India and then Indonesia in 10th. For land, it is the Huns leading the way ahead of the Ottomans, then Rome, the Zulu, Poland, Germany, Ethiopia, Mongolia, Babylon and Korea. Biggest militaries, Rome currently leads the way ahead of the Huns, then it's Poland, Korea, the Aztecs, Germany, the Inca, Babylon, the Zulu and Indonesia. Social policies, 7 so far for the Ottomans, Rome, Poland, Babylon and Inca. 6 for Germany, the Huns, Ethiopia and Egypt there. Is anyone negative happiness already? No, they're all doing okay. 20 civs left. I think it hasn't included that the Mayans are dead on this list, but I think there's, yeah, the Mayans are, yeah, so there's 18 competing civs. Obviously I'm Venice, and then the Mayans are not in the game anymore. So there we go. Technologies, we'll do all the technologies. 11, well, the Mayans are gone. Ethiopia's in last at the moment on 15. 16 for Japan and the Celts. 17 for Germany, the Inca, Poland, the Ottomans, Zulu, Aztecs and India. 18 for Byzantium, Babylon, Indonesia and Mongolia. 19 for Korea and the Huns. 20 for Rome and Egypt, leading the way. Of course, Egypt got the Great Library very early on. Cities, the Huns then lead the way with 9. 7 for the Ottomans. 6 for Poland, Rome and the Zulu. 5 for Germany. 4 for Indonesia, India, the Celts, Mongolia, Korea and Ethiopia. Science output, just again the Huns. This is much closer. 2 points between it there to Korea. Then it's Rome, the Ottomans, Germany, Poland, the Zulu, Indonesia, India and the Aztecs, all very close to each other. The culture per turn, the Zulu actually lead the way in this one. Then Babylon, Egypt, Korea, Rome, Germany, the Huns, Ottomans, Inca and Poland. Most wonders, the Inca with 4 in their possession, as I mentioned. 2 for Indonesia, 1 for Japan, Rome, Ethiopia, Babylon and Egypt. No one's influential yet. Great works, no one's got one yet. It's a bit early. Trade routes, a few civs have got 2. Most of them with 1. And no one's got any tourism yet. And we'll just do the religions. So far, the most popular... Oh, it actually worked for once. It never works on the larger games. Catholicism, the leading religion at the moment in 7 cities from the Celts, Eastern Orthodoxy and Buddhism from Ethiopia and Poland respectively in 3, Hinduism, Judaism, Sikhism and Islam only in 1 at the moment. But there we go, the holy cities of the world are Edinburgh, Addis Ababa, Warsaw, Delhi, Cusco, Constantinople and Babylon. I am not exactly sure. So on one continent you have Cusco for the Inca. You also have Ethiopia with Addis Ababa and their city, and Constantinople. So 3 of them are on that continent with the Byzantium, Inca and Ethiopia, and the other one then has the Celts. Oh, Poland's also on that one. Sorry, Poland's on that one too. So on the other one you have the Celts, India and Babylon. But yeah, there's 4 on this continent here with Poland as well. I'd miss Poland. Apologies. But we will continue on. Poland, I'm not sure about this, but it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day if you lose this city, I guess. Mongolia actually lost a city to the Ottomans, so that backfired pretty quick. But India may actually end up grabbing the Ottomans' 2nd city. I think, oh, they might just miss out, but they might get it at least once. Yeah, they do, Adern. I mean, that's just annoying for the Ottomans at the end of the day, but that is quite a good move from India. Parthenon is completed by Attila, as Poland do just slap down their settler between the mountains. This could be quite hard to get at for the Huns, to be fair. So we'll see what happens there. But there we go. We will continue to fly. But as we are on epic speed, of course, it will take longer for the text to advance. I am expecting to get through quite a few turns early on this map, especially with a lot of sea tiles. So we'll see what happens. So far it's going particularly quickly for a game at turn 106. No real worries. We just keep hitting next turn. It'll all be good. What is going to happen next? Who knows? Who is going to be the big gainer in this episode? Who's going to really come out of nowhere and start doing well? The Incans complete a 5th wonder with Petra. We already know they've got that desert folklore built into their religion, but yeah, Petra as well going to help them. The Aztecs declare war on Mongolia again. Okay, we'll see if they're more successful this time, because if they are, it's not going to be looking too good this game for Mongolia. So we'll see what the Aztecs can get done. They have plenty of units compared to Mongolia, and they're already pushing in to Karakorum. This could be a rough patch. No, sorry, that is not the Ottomans. That is the Huns declaring war on Ethiopia. They're not wasting time either. Straight in against the Ethiopians here. We'll see how this goes. Ethiopia has a few more units to defend themselves than the Mayans, but the Huns have a lot more units now to attack with. Once those battering rams are not as effective, of course, that will assist some of these civs in defending. But yeah, this is going to be pretty rough, it would seem, for Ethiopia. It is not looking good at all as Indonesia pieces out with the Ottomans. Yeah, the Huns on a bit of a blinder of a start. They are definitely leading the game at the moment. Of course, there's plenty of time. They will meet more difficult challenges down the road, but yeah, certainly the Mayans was nice and easy for them, and it looks like they are going to stroll past Ethiopia potentially here as they grab the city of Adwa. Now, though, they might slow down because they have to split their attention. Well, they might. They don't have to, but they likely will split their attention between these two cities. India now pieces out with the Ottomans. They did not hold on to Edirne, so that's the end of that. Did you just settle something, Babylon? No, but you are moving a large force towards the Ottomans here. The Aztecs not making the progress they would want at the moment. It's a bit of a shame for them. It's so weird. Them and Indonesia are the same shade of blue and red, just flipped the other way around. It's quite a weird sort of... You'd never really... I don't know, you might never notice, but there you go. When they're together, you can see it is pretty much the exact same blue and red, just flipped over. Ethiopia loses another city. Where is this? I just clicked the wrong part of the map. Only just, I was over here. It wasn't too bad. But Ethiopia ended up... Oh, it was this city in the north. Fell pretty quickly. Ethiopia does have some defensive units down here, and Poland's in the way. Like, they're not in the war, which would help more, but Poland is at least in the way. Of course, Poland will have to worry about the Huns themselves now. Not actually sure where Poland's army is going, because in theory, you can only attack the Huns if you go this way, so I'm not really sure what you're doing. We'll keep an eye on it. Germany added a city of Frankfurt between their other cities and Tokyo. The Celts are also sort of building around the coast. We're starting to see more naval units, ever so slightly, just a few triremes and stuff at the moment. But there you go, we'll keep an eye on those as more and more get settled. So looking like up here, India's the same. Yeah, Japan's not really made much of a comeback, but we'll see what Babylon does here. Just more pressure on the Ottomans, who have made a genuinely pretty good start. Byzantium is still not settled over here, which is a bit concerning. The game's sending us on a journey. Where are we going? Korea's got a good amount of forces, but yeah, Poland will obviously have to be worried about the Huns. I'm a bit worried about Poland spreading out all these units, though. I'm not sure I would recommend that. Germany attacks Mongolia. That does not matter, of course. They're a bit too far away, at least for now. A bit too far away. Tell you what, there's one space that's like screaming out to me, as in like fill this space up on the map. I mean, there's actually this one here as well for the Aztecs. Don't know why you're attacking Mongolia, just go fill this with settlers. There's loads of stuff here. But another one that screams out to me is this gap between the Zulu and the Inca. Like, it is open. I know it's desert. We know the Incans will benefit in the desert now because of the Petra and desert folklore, but still, you know, don't leave it open for too long. Indonesia and Japan joining against Mongolia. Indonesia could have an impact here. Yep, it's going to be a rough time for Mongolia. Did the Ottomans always have this? I think they may have pieced out for this. I feel like Mongolia had it first. I might be wrong. Either way, they have it now. And Egypt completes the Oracle and adds a new city towards Babylon. But there you go, that Oracle. Alongside so they got a free tech from the Great Library, and the Oracle will give them a free social policy. So a good start, I guess, in that department for Egypt. But they are not leading the world in terms of wonders in this game. Chichen Itza is another one for the Incans. It's very confusing, isn't it? There's Chichen Itza the Wonder, and then there's Chichen Itza City here that's owned by the Huns completely separately. So Ethiopia, yeah, the rest of Ethiopia is surviving. For now, the Aztecs declare war on the Ottomans. They have added another city. So yeah, see, there's so much space here, Aztecs. Just settle the rest of the space. Leave them alone. And then they're going to fight the Ottomans instead. It does look like Indonesia could come out of this with at least one more city. Why not both? I mean, if they take this one, doesn't seem impossible if they threw all their units at the capital. And then Indonesia could sort of start to make some progress as well. Korea joins the war. Oh, I didn't expect them to do that actually, but that could be interesting. It's going to be very difficult because of the sort of, you know, the geography here, but why not? This could work. I mean, even if you just, you know, even if the Huns do all the work and you just steal it away, that could be pretty good. And here we go, Babylon does take away the city of Konya from the Ottomans, who are not looking I mean, it's not a disaster for the Ottomans. They look okay in the grand scheme of things. There's a peace deal then anyway, so Babylon will hold on to that. Oh, Indonesia, don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. Come on. Come on. Just get this one. Maybe I put so much pressure on you. You don't have to get both. Just take one. Nope, they're not going to get any. Oh my goodness. Indonesia. Really? Either way, as I said, yeah, Korea is really forcing their way in here. So this could be the end for Ethiopia. And that would also kill off Eastern Orthodoxy probably in its tracks as well. Which would mostly benefit Poland, right? Their religion is going to probably be the dominant one in this part of the map. And then obviously the Inca are over this way. Korea kind of need this. I don't really see where else they're going to go. I would not want to attack the Inca too much. Poland it was looking good. I'm a bit nervous for them now. I mean, they've got to survive another 4 minutes to get past the Geo Jinx. So we'll see if they can do it. But Attila's forcing a ton of units in here. And he's not really attacking anything. These trebuchets will hopefully sort of open up this turn. Yeah, there you go. Half the damage. And that gives Korea just a sliver of hope. Sadly, they have no units actually near that city, but maybe there's a chance for them. But I think the Huns might get another one. And yeah, that's a problem for Korea. The Huns grab Hurrah, and now the Incans are coming in towards Busan as well. They do have a unique unit here and some bowmen, but the Incans will have their full military at their disposal. Hopefully Korea at least gets Addis Ababa here, but I think the Huns are going to get it now. Depends on the order. The order is so crucial, and I have no idea what it is. Ethiopia goes first that time. The Huns, I think, miss out. I think Korea might have this. I'm not sure. No, I think they've all been. They all go like right. It's like in order. Poland adds the Great Mosque of Xi'an. Indonesia took forever there. I'm assuming they were trying to get a peace deal. Okay, well, this is really big, though. It will eliminate Ethiopia. They went, and Korea does grab it. That's really important, I guess. I mean, the Huns might just attack them, but they needed that, and now they need to somehow pull off a fantastic defense of Busan here. It does have 27 defense, which means it's quite good. They have a couple of bowmen, some swordsmen, and they have a road the whole way through their empire, so they should be able to rush units across relatively quickly. Japan and Germany peace out. Germany also added Dortmund north of Tokyo now, so they're still pushing up that way. We'll see. I wonder if Germany could do well. I mean, dark horse potentially there. Korea and Ethiopia have now peaced out. Ethiopia will wander the map temporarily till I delete them. Germany and Mongolia have also peaced out. How is it looking over here? All the same. Oh, Indonesia. Jesus, they threw so hard. How have they now gone to nearly losing a city? Oh my goodness. Byzantium completes the Hagia Sophia wonder as well. That's good for them. And there you go. Indonesia actually did lose a city. That is embarrassing. But there we go. We will wrap this episode up here. I am going to do, I'm going to do the map review again, because we're going to take time to learn this map, because it's obviously just not the Earth map. So the Zulu have a pretty quiet episode here in the north. There's 6 cities. Byzantium on 2. Poland has now crossed into this land, so Byzantium has really thrown what was a great bit of free real estate for them. Poland will start to grab that, and I'm happy about that too. The Inca are doing well here in the corner. Their invasion of Korea did fail though. Korea showing Indonesia how it's done, with a good defense and the sneaky conquering of Addis Ababa. The Huns though are looking strong with the conquest of Ethiopia there in this part of the map. Poland does have a few units around though, so it could get messy. Then we cross over to the other continent. Egypt doing okay, but not special. We've got Babylon here sort of making their way up the coast, but that is ominous. I'm sure we'll see that declared next turn, or the next few turns. Mongolia did grab the city of Medan here. Rome settled here at some point. Do you know what? Fair enough. Indonesia did it themselves over in the other corner. Rome have a settler here too. Yeah, Indonesia, this was a great chance, and you bottled it so much. Ottomans sort of wrapped around this large bay thing. Looked quite good. Don't know what Japan's up to. And then India's just sort of the same as they were before. There's Rome with some other cities. Germany pushing upwards still. And then we have the Celts at the bottom. But I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. and I'll see you in the next one.